Welcome to PHP Podcast. I'm Mike.
And this is Orlando, and we're here for another mini-sode Monday.
Yeah, Monday Mini. And in today's Monday Mini, we're going to be talking about some of the most common boxes and shipping supplies that we use on a regular basis. Because if you're first starting out, or even if you've been doing this for a while and you're still kind of all over the place and you haven't got to the point where you've structured and you're ordering specific boxes, specific sizes, specific quantities of them because you know they're going to fit majority of your items. We're going to talk about some of the top ones that we use, and these will probably be common across the board, but you may have one that you use that's common for certain types of items you're shipping. So let us know in the comments below if we missed a box or a size that you use on the regular. Let us know in the comments so that we can be sure to share that information with those who might be shipping items like you.
And always, you can find these in the links in our description below. Help you out, helps us out. But that's not why I made this video. I just wanted to share, here's the thing. You can lose a lot of money in shipping by not using the right supplies, or by using supplies that in the end cost you more because dimensions are larger, it makes things heavier. And so you want to be really efficient in your shipping when you're shipping out, because again, you can also make profit in your shipping, right? You charge a certain amount, it gets under that amount, plus you get the eBay discount. So before we start anything, two things. Number one is make sure you're printing your labels from the platform that you're selling from. You're going to get the best deal, whether it be Amazon, whether it be Poshmark, whether it be eBay, whatever it is, print there. And then go to your local post office. Or if you don't have a printer, you have platforms like eBay where they give you a QR code and they'll actually get you a shipping label at the location.
Yeah, and this is huge for those of you who are just starting out. You might be still going to the post office or going to the UPS store and paying for shipping there. You're always going to pay more there. And the nice thing is when you are selling on eBay, again, if you're a long-time seller, you already know this, but you can kind of look through the options and see, hey, it's actually cheaper to go FedEx than it would be to go USPS on these items. And so you can kind of pick the option that's going to be the best for you based off the dimensions and the weight of the box that you're sending.
All right. And the second one is we're talking primarily about items and where we ship them in. So do we ship them in envelopes? We ship them in boxes, but we also use AmericanBubbleBoy.com for all our bubble wrap. So that's not what our episode is about. But if you're looking for bubble wrap, make sure to go AmericanBubbleBoy.com. Visit the link below in our description. You're going to find a fantastic deal. It helps us out, helps you out. And I'm telling you, it is the best bubble wrap out there for the price and the free shipping next day, 2-day. You can even do local pickup if there's a warehouse nearby.
Yeah, pretty much anything you put in a box, you can wrap in bubble wrap. And even a lot of times we'll ship like books and things like that will go inside of a padded priority, or even just
you still got to do a little bubble wrap.
Yeah, it's still in a flat rate envelope. And we like to add a little bit of extra bubble wrap. And so American Bubble Boy, link in the description, and it definitely helps to make sure that our items get there safely. All right, what's our first our first size?
So
here?
I ship out a lot of buckles, and you want to save yourself money, right? So you could do bubble wrap, right? Which again, we just pushed for bubble wrap earlier on. But if you buy something like an air jacket, okay, so this is the air jacket that I use. This is from eBay. This is the 6.5 inches by 9.25 inches, the bubble mailer. And I got to tell you, like, all I do is I got to grab the buckle and I just slide it in, fold it over, tape it, and I'm good to go. Really easy. It's better than trying to get a poly mailer, finding the bubble wrap and trying to wrap things. Now, there's a lot of items that you can fit in here, right? There's a multi-purpose things, right? So if you have a small enough shirt that could fit in here, if you have any kind of item that is smaller that you want to make sure it's protected, it's a 2-in-1, right? It's the poly mailer with the bubble wrap, and it definitely helps. So definitely check this out. These are my go-to for anything that, I don't want damaged. Like, you don't want anything damaged, but clothing and so on, right? You don't need to put in here, right? But if it's, let's say, some kind of video game, right? I just sold, if you saw in our Instagram post from last week, I sold the Genesis game, right? A Genesis game in here fits no problem. N64 game in here fits no problem. So a lot of my video games go in here.
Yep. And an extra layer of bubble wrap on something like that where you want to just be certain it still fits in and you've got the double protection. fantastic way to go.
I don't even do the bubble wrap in this one.
Really?
I
always like to have one
mailer.
extra.
Whatever you feel comfortable with is what you got to do. All right. Next is the poly mailers. Okay. Now I always get the largest poly mailers, okay, from eBay, right? So this one is the 14.5 by 18.5 eBay poly mailer. And the reason we're pushing these eBay supplies is if you have an eBay store that's basic or above, you always get a shipping coupon every quarter, right? So for example, I have a premium store, so I get $50 every quarter, which definitely helps, the cost of shipping. But the poly mailers are nice. Now, you could do a lot of clothing in these, right? You could do shirts, you could do button-down shirts, you could do jeans. And now we'll talk about a better way to ship jeans besides these, but these are always great for backpacks, right? If you can fit a backpack in there or larger items.
Yeah. And if you have something that might be a little smaller and you feel like you got a lot of extra room, you fold it up before you pull off the sticky part and tape it down, and you can even tape the outside of it. And you can make the package smaller, and that will help with your dimensions when you're shipping a poly mailer like that.
Now, the other reason I picked the largest poly mailer out there is so you could do the box in a bag. Okay, so box in a bag is where it's very basic. Anything that's in a box that you fit in a bag usually ships for cheaper. And you could do that through pirateship.com. And we'll talk about Pirate Ship here in another podcast where we talk about international shipping. But check the prices, right? You can go to eBay and see what it'll sell or what it'll ship for. But on eBay, it doesn't give you the option, are you shipping in a box or are you shipping in a bag? But if you go to pirateship.com, if you choose a bag over a box, usually it's cheaper. And the easiest way to know if this is true is if you ever order anything on Amazon, pretty much most of the time you get it in a bag. Very rare to get in a box unless it's something that's very easy to get damaged in shipping. I mean, I get shoe boxes all the time when I order shoes from Amazon, and they come in a box and a bag. Right now, I don't recommend shipping shoes that are brand new in a box in a bag unless it's a shoe that's not a collectible. But if it's like a Nike pair of shoes or anything that's, hype beast or expensive, you don't want to do the box in a bag. But again, try to get the largest poly bag possible because it'll definitely help with your shipping. All right. Now, shoes. Now, how do you ship shoes sometimes?
In a box.
Okay. All right. So there's two types of boxes, right? I like doing the flat rate box. I know a lot of people talk about the shoe box. And here's the thing. You can possibly, depending on what part of the country, ship it for cheaper, right? By using the USPS shoebox. But here's the thing. I just do a standard, hey, here's the $13. I think it costs about 13 something on eBay to print out the label, but I just do everything flat rate. Why? Because I'm not paying for the box. And also it's really easy because if it's a pair of boots, it'll fit in here. If it's a pair of Nikes, it'll fit in here. If it's a pair of Vans. And if it does not fit in a Priority Mail flat rate box, right, then you got to figure things out. Am I going to do box in a bag? Am I going to do FedEx? But if it does fit and it's local, you can actually get cheaper shipping by using an eBay 12 by 6 by 6 box. Now, obviously, any shoe size that's larger than a 12 probably won't fit in here.
Yeah, I mean, we do the 12 by 6 by 6 a lot of times for our shoes. And even if it is bigger, I mean, you can oftentimes put them in an angle, especially if they're things like a little bit thinner, right? If you're not shipping boots probably in a 12 by 6 by 6. But most like tennis shoes you can do. And, all you have to do is kind of angle it, tilt it up, and you can still get something a little bit bigger than a 12 if necessary. But of course, it's going to depend on the shoe. Most shoes, though, you're selling are probably going to be below that. And I know Orlando likes to do the flat rate, how much you're paying, but a lot of times you can ship those 12 by 6 by 6s for anywhere from $7 to
well, yeah, that's what I mean. So, if it's like we're in California, so anything, I say pretty much all the way to Texas is cheaper to go to 12 by 6 by 6.
Yep.
Right. Absolutely. So it all depends on what coast you're at and where you're shipping. Now, the one that I do use to ship brand new shoes in a box is the 15 by 10 by 6 by eBay. I'm trying to make sure it's a 15 by 10 by 6. Now, it's from eBay. I've gotten boxes from Uline and others that are like 14 by 8 by so on, and it still works. But here's the thing. This is multi-purpose. I've used this for Legos that are brand new in box. I've used it for other items. I just like having the 15 by 10 by 6 for those larger items. Sometimes I've had to ship out certain kinds of boots because they won't fit in the medium flat rate box, so they'll fit in here. And it's actually cheaper if it's in a certain state in comparison to me upscaling to a large flat rate box. So 15 by 10 by 6, it makes it really easy for me to ship brand new shoes in a box. But usually when I put them in here, I also have some kind of bag that I put over the shoes just to keep it sealed in case it rains or anything. But again, 15 by 10 by 6. Now, we're going to end on our most favorite one. If I can find it, it's in here somewhere. The padded flat rate. This is like, we should have like that heavenly sound when I unveil this.
Yeah. I mean, I think you ship in that a little bit more than I do, but we definitely do use it on occasion.
Oh, anything that can fit in here, I will put it. I mean, I have shipped
but if it's
Carhartt jackets in these.
If it's under £1, though, a lot of times you can ship it cheaper.
True. It all depends on where I'm going. But I would say anything that is over £1 goes in the padded flat rate, especially clothing, unless it doesn't fit. So jeans all day long. Also, women's shoes, I ship out a lot in these padded flat rates. Again, it all depends on the shoes. Baseball gloves, I ship in these all the time. Sweaters, if I can get windbreakers or jackets in here, blankets, anything, because it's a flat rate. So I think it's I charge $8, and I think it's a little bit over $7 that you pay on eBay to ship these in a padded. And again, these you can only order. Did I say that? Only order? There you go. Through the USPS website. So if you don't have a USPS website, I strongly encourage you. USPS, you should have. There should be a website.
There is one.
If you don't have an account,
you might not have it
on USPS. I would definitely sign up for one. These are free. This is the most used item. Period. I would say pretty much any reseller would say that, as long as they're just selling clothes, would say the padded priority is the best, because anything over £1, it is a deal. Now, you could send things in a flat rate envelope, but I find that this is moldable. Like literally, it's really strong. You can like shift stuff in there and take forever, and it doesn't take forever, but you can, as long as you go to work, it'll
jam and stuff in there.
It'll get in there. Where if you use a flat rate envelope, it may tear, it may break. You got to use extra tape. But yeah, these padded priority envelopes, they're the number one go-to for me for a lot of things.
Yeah.
All right. So hopefully you found that helpful. Check the links below for those items. And if you have any recommendations to saying, hey, Orlando, you're off, this would be better, I'm all open to that. I'm always learning. But hopefully this helped a lot of you in determining, hey, what shipping supply should I get, especially since the eBay shipping coupon just dropped. Yeah. With that being said, make sure to be real,
be relevant,
and be reselling. Peace.